Also, rescue crews in Florida are having a lot of trouble with disabled electric vehicles. This is video posted by Jimmy Petronas. He is Florida's chief financial officer and state fire marshal. According to Petronas, this is a new and dangerous challenge facing firefighters. He says it takes special training and understanding to ensure that these fires get put out quickly and safely. And he is joining us right now, the man himself, Jimmy Petronas, Florida's chief financial officer and state fire marshal. Great to have you with us, sir.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I saw this video you posted yesterday, and I thought, this is something that a lot of us haven't thought about. Now, we also heard the president invoke climate change multiple times when he was down in Florida, and we know this is part of their push towards green energy and trying to push us all towards electric cars. But apparently, electronic vehicles and storm surge, not a good combination.
Well, look, I wear a lot of hats in Florida, insurance, state fire marshal, you name it. So I'm meeting with the North Collier Fire District, and we're touring the destruction there in Naples. And we see a lot of cars on the side of the road. It was a major flood event. This was not as much of a wind event, but Ian was a flood event. So as cars are disabled in the neighborhoods, we stop at one house. There's a Tesla inside the garage. And the fire chief saying, Jimmy, he says, they got to get that car out of the garage. You can see the windows starting to get misty, from humidity. He says if it's inoperable, and the house did have significant saltwater damage, the corrosion that will then trigger a fire. It wasn't 30 seconds after he said that we responded to that call that you have on your screen right now, and we shut down Tamiami Trail, which is a six-lane highway. The firefighters put out the fire, got it under control. Later that day, it reignited. These things are incredibly dangerous, and saltwater and EVs do not mix.
So sort of fair to say it's taking some time away from what your recovery efforts are because these EV cause such a concern as well. It's detracting from what could be recovery issues.
Sure. So, and here's, as I talk to a lot of the insurance carriers, Geico, State Farm, Liberty Mutual, this was a massive car event. So total loss of automobiles, probably one of the largest ever in the history recorded of the state of Florida. And those cars have to be moved off the roads. They have to be placed in a secure place. Well, these EVs ignite.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as it compromises, you can have a chain reaction.
And the thing is, we saw Biden down there next to Governor DeSantis still talking about climate change, as John was just saying, wants to push it. But when we look at the video that we've been seeing, the linemen, the trucks, these are gas-powered trucks and cranes used to clear debris. It's not electric vehicles that are there to save the day, Jimmy. Let's be clear.
Yeah, I'm sorry, those things aren't ready for prime time yet. There's definitely a lane for them to play in. And here we learned something from every single hurricane that hits the state of Florida. And what we've learned this time is the nearly 90,000 EVs that are in the state of Florida have a considerable threat to the safety of homes, lives, and also our first responders, simply because salt water and lithium batteries do not mix.